Surprise stream at an unscheduled hour. Finally found a moment to get back in on this. Okay. Well, we have an absolute ton of, well, hands. It's a thing from the Addams family on wheels, times 100. That's our strategy. Apparently. Hopefully we find other things that work as well, but for now, that's what we got. One sec. Oh, come on. Frickin'. Alright, there we go. We make Discord cooperate one way or another. Okay. Right. So, I can't believe there are still 2 neutral cities in play. 3 out of 4 wizards have declared war on me, despite being charismatic. And yet there's neutral cities they could take. Just sitting there, waiting. Waiting. Anyway, I need more settlers. I definitely need more settlers. How are you coming along over there? You keep them coming. I'm at -4 food. Well, that's wonderful. Alright, we were going to head north and retake our territory. And the way to do that was with a floating island. Oh. It fell to a neutral, did it? Interesting. Wasn't there a hand coming for them? I could have sworn that hand belonged to the red player. It was neutral? Fascinating. I could have sworn that was a red hand. Huh. Huh. Well, okay then. Meanwhile, hands. How far along have I sent the hands? We were working our way through up here. I'll send this one to Riverway and we'll figure out where to send it from there. This army, however, is going to get on a floating island, retake that, and then go conquer other things. And I'm going to need to form up a new army on my own territory. So, much as I want to get the golems, the flesh golems, and other things into play, and paladins, especially paladins would be nice. I think I'm actually going to start constructing a second army. A second Doom stack. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna need to put a touch of road here. I'd like to do more connections, but I'm gonna need to send these guys to road down the other direction first. Very important. Ah, yes. Build me an Orc City on the diamonds. Or gems, as it were. Alright, I'm gonna need to get a lot of things out there. Anything else we can do? Hey, Buster! Well, I don't have any room on my schedule for Master of Magic because I'm loaded up with stuff. So I just have to squeeze these in whenever I can. And that happened to be at this moment. So, squeezing one in. Alright, let's see. Definitely want to push that forward. Alright, we need to find somebody to act as a farmer. How about the lizards? They're only able to produce one food each. Find somebody who can do a better farming job. You can get 2. Who else? That's another 2 food. What about the capital? There we go. Sorted out our food issues. Who is it? Who's on housing? It's having a cities tab. What building is this? That's the Builder's Hall. That's the Farmer's Market. Who's working on housing? Flowervale? No, that's a Forester's Guild. Nobody's working on housing. What's it talking about? Oh well. Alright, well... I kind of really want to use my 6 fairies for something. But they're stuck guarding. Don't worry about it. Just a little trireme. Probably not thinking about this city at all. Probably thinking about heading to Madagascar over there instead. What do we got here? Yep, okay. Alright, Shieldberry will not fall easily again. Max population, 2,900. 200, no forest. I think this is going to be where we try to make paladins. This will be our center of production. Need to get something over there, though. Alright, you there. Well, at least you look... Oh my gosh, it can go over land? This is like a completely different spell from Floating Island. This is an Airbus. Huh. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna shove one of these cannons over here. And I guess I'll let you hang out on the flying island, because that'll give you a little bit faster movement. Probably won't be able to use roads, but... that's the price we pay, right? Being able to cross water and mountain alike seems pretty good to me. Alright, University Mechanicans Guild, throw down a bank, and then you're on the path to... the Soulless. So we've got souls trapped in machinery and flesh that doesn't have a soul. Could these things be related? Hey there, Twinfold. No, I haven't ever really thought about the Overlord games. In fact, every time I think of Overlord, I think of the game that's usually referred to as Supremacy. Because, well, in America it was named Overlord, and that's what I always called it. But no, I haven't any particular plans for that one at this time. I am aware that they exist. Oh good! Priests! Finally! Techno-priests! Who preach... technology? Okay. They sit down for a sermon. In the beginning, there was the Great Bang. And then, science created the Earth. Why am I still making Orc Shaman? What is their purpose? Their upkeep is more than their worth. There's much better things that could exist. Anyway, we're making more of them. And we're making more settlers. In fact, let's count out. We should be reaching the final settlers soon. Let's count. A 1, a 2, a 3, 3 settlers, and we're done. Just 3 settlers, and we're finished settling our continent. Finally. Perfect. That works for me. And then when they get their last shaman out, they'll be able to build other things. You know what's funny? They haven't been using any corruption, so I haven't had to use the shaman for, you know, anti-corruption detail. 7. Why don't we put you here? Go. Jumping into the shooting queue. They have a queue, but where I am in the queue depends on whatever I clicked on last. It was very confusing when I started out. In fact, I'm still likely to make mistakes, even now that I understand how it works. Okay. Alright. Things continue to roll around. Rolling around at the speed of sound. I wish. I've got places to go. Alright. Yeah, well, let me... I can found cities when I have no movement, but I can't build roads when I have no movement. Okay. Sure, whatever. What is the purple resource? That is apparently gemstones. The gemstones are purple. Just because they are, I don't know. Yeah. If I don't, push this button, it's hard for me to tell what it is. Like, could you really say that was gold if pressed? That could have been copper. That could have been nothing. Just some wrecked... just some ruins or something. I think their mountains and their forests and stuff look fine, but I think their resources really need some work for recognizability, because... like, these rocks, don't they look like they could be a resource? Well, they're not! Why aren't they? Oh, they just aren't. So yeah, I just leave this on so that it puts the little icons above them, and then I can tell what's what. Although this really doesn't seem like it's mithril to me. No part of this feels like mithril. This feels like rocks. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, I've seen it. It's like Pikmin, but, violent. I've never played Pikmin either. I kind of feel like a thing that looks like this should be able to shoot something out in the ocean. Just when you see a giant cannon like that, you know, Anyway, from now on, you guys are carried by this, at a maintenance cost of 5 and no battle ability whatsoever. It's very iffy that this is a great idea, but we need to cross oceans anyway, so we're just gonna go with it. Alright, priests. It's weird, but this faction is almost entirely about ranged units, which are my favorite thing, so, you know, hooray. Anyway, these guys have a ranged attack, they can heal, and they can, res. They also are a 4-figure unit with 1 hit point. Seems like this faction likes to have 4-figure units with 1 hit point. Flower Veil, look, I know you were doing all the things finally, and I'm sure you guys were excited to finally do something that wasn't bowmen. But guess what? I really do like some of the designs of the Soulless, or Soul Trapped, but they really do feel like, they kind of feel like they belong in, Age of Wonders Planetfall instead of Master of Magic, you know? I really liked Age of Wonders Planetfall. There's a lot of Age of Wonders games I still need to play. But I went and fell in love with the one that nobody played. Right. Our defenses are becoming passable. I may actually seriously make a bunch of halberds once I get a yeet in every single city. We are gonna have to turn off the, Here it is. We're gonna have to turn off the casting skill soon. We've gained quite a bit of casting skill. We spent most of the game at 20, and now we've got 46. Ugh, I really need to connect the road here. But mostly I need to get the road down to here. Roads are important. I should just be grateful the enemy hasn't sent armies to kill my road workers. In the classic game, the AI can't get enough of murdering your engineers while they're trying to make roads. And I always hated that. Yeah. I'd love to get transmute. I don't have any gold for them right now. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna use this one. But I do have a few golds I can transmute for other places. For example, well, actually, no. That's CeraVe thinking. Wait a sec. What transmutes into what? This is the old game's rules. Coal turns into diamonds. Silver turns into mithril. Gold turns into iron? Gold turns into iron. I don't think anything turns into adamant. Yeah, because this is the original transmute rules, not what CeraVe did. You can't even make diamonds in CeraVe's version. That's not even on the menu. He worked resources by tiers, but this was the old days. So yeah, we can't do that. We can't do that at all. You need to go to there. I'll need to send another one to Oxenar. And we're gonna need send another one down there, and of course, future things we make. Fire giants would be nice. Enchanted items would be nice. Inner travel already? Well, I suppose someone did poke their head in from the mirror and play. I'm supposed to be trading a lot of spells, but that just didn't happen this game. Aura of Majesty would have certainly helped with that. Alright, we need to connect Denilen to the road network. That's the origin source of all my high men. And then I think I go from Yorkberry. No, I should go from here. This is... yeah. No, I think from Flower Vale. We'll hook the road up from Flower Vale. That probably makes the best thing. Do gems transmute into anything? Yeah, coal. Coal, it goes coal to diamonds, or in this case they call them gems, but it's the same thing. Coal to gems. Unless you're a military production center, gems are better, but in a military production center, coal can actually do you a lot of good. I would actually turn this gold into iron if I had transmute, to just increase my military production here. Keep making them. In fact, much as I want to build other things, I'm going to set them on repeat. Other things I'm not going to do that for, but I think those hands are basically a permanent production. I don't think that's changing. Keep going. Whoa, what's that? Oh, no units, just ships. Just a heck of a lot of triremes. Oh, no. Horus has the same problem that the classic AIs did. How? They recoded everything, and then they gave the AI the same flaw. That, okay, look. You don't want to mass ships. Building a crap ton of ships is a very, very bad strategy. Each one of these things has a maintenance cost. They eat food, and they cost money, and they can't do anything. Unless they get into a naval battle, they're just dead weight. Now, naval combat can be an important thing. It can be. But how many ships do I own? 0! Why would you be packing maxed out stacks of warships that you're paying for floating in my shores? It's the opposite of strategy. Look at how many triremes he has patrolling my waters. Just in this spot, we've got all of these. Urgh. If you're not using ships to transport, it's okay to have a few warships, but you'd be better off telling the AI just not to make any it's not using for transport than to do this bullshit. Part of it is because, at least in the previous game, the ships would unload, and then they wouldn't know to go back and load up again, Because, I mean, the original Master of Magic, the AI wasn't that smart, okay? So what CeraVe did, one of the first changes he made when he touched the code, rather than try to untangle what the AI was doing, he came up with a very elegant solution. Ships didn't have a maintenance cost anymore. So the AI could build ships, and it wouldn't hurt the AI to make 100 ships. I mean, it would be wasting its time making so many ships, but since they cost no maintenance, it was fine. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't do that. This is painful to see. This is just dead resources that are being drained from him every turn. Listen, I'm not going to build a navy now. I'm not going to put anything in the water and try to fight this. That would just be dumb. I'll find my own ways over the water using things like this flying island or, you know, whatever I have to do. I also have water walking. I also have, you know, I have different ways I could approach things. I don't know how good a submarine is, since that's a unit I've never seen in Master of Magic before, but I could send out dragon turtles and other lizard men, fight my way through the boats, and then they can crawl onto land and continue killing things. I've got tons of options. Experiments created the Philosopher's Stone have met with success. We'll finally be able to turn lead into gold? No! We'll be able to turn gold into iron! Oh! That's even better! Alright, let's see. What are you guys doing? You need a library, and that's the end of your tech tree for that. Well, you need a temple. Okay, that's it. There's no other resource buildings for you. Huh. This city will actually be essentially maxed out. Alright, priests. Alright. Archers. I think you need to go arching over here. I'll send you over there. Sure, why not? Yes, I can turn iron into gold. That's correct. So, the AI did not have limitless resources. At a certain difficulty setting, it had the same resources you did. And then it had, I don't know, 50% more, double your resources. And by the time you put the game on impossible, it was given an impossible amount of resources. Which didn't help it as much as you might expect. CeraVe came along, and he still has the difficulties giving the AI more resources, but he scaled the amount of every time he'd make the AI smarter, he'd take some of those resources away, and he kept taking it still has more resources than you, but nowhere near what it used to. I haven't heard from CeraVe in a while. I wonder how he's doing. Hope he's doing well. I'm gonna ship this over here. We already did that. Alright, this one can go to here. Is that every single city yet? I think I've gotten them all by now, right? Haven't I? Alright. These guys should be able to build every building in the game. Although there are new buildings, like the Fisherman's Hut. Are there any restrictions? Nope, orcs can build every building! Cool. Yeah, we're gonna build every building then. Every building that produces resources, at least. 2 resistance on a single level? Interesting. What's going on here? Why are you guys standing here? You guys were supposed to be building a road to here. How'd you end up over there? Yeah, I need that tile to become a road tile. Whatever. That's a good quest. Oh shit, they're attacking me. No, I'm attacking them. Let's check the paladins. That's a good question. If paladins still have magic immunity, then holy crap! I should be making those. It's been so long, I forgot they had that. For a while, CeraV gave magic immunity to the golem, but then he took it away from the golem also, so now nothing has it. But yeah, paladins have built-in magic immunity. Oh crap, I need them. I was just thinking about the holy bonus. It's actually on the battlefield? It's on the battlefield. I don't know what to say about that. It just is. I figure a few of these ought to soften them up a little. Since they've got 6 figures in their cavalry, this is actually a really good cavalry. Unfortunately, that makes it weak to anything that damages every figure in a unit. Like the mega bombs, the cannons. Right, and Mr. Handy solves my problems. I suppose I could use this thing. You could push this thing into the enemy's path, and the enemy would have to tear it down. You know, when I saw these things only had 1 hit point and 4 figures, I thought they were incredibly fragile. But no, they have really freaking high defense. They're so weird. Either they get completely destroyed, or they're indestructible. Alright, I finally reclaimed my city. Yeah, it's got nothing in it. Of course it did. They don't build things. Why would they invest? Anyway, we'll get our defensive units up in here. We need to go begin taking the fight to Horus at last. I'm still down 3 cities in this war, so... Mithril Highmen. Maybe it could happen. Your units can travel by hanging on every ledge available, yep. Well, it wasn't just the paladins, although that was the top tier thing, but they also had 6-figure magicians, meaning they had the strongest magicians in the game. The only thing better than that was the warlocks from the Dark Elves. So it was the combination of having an artillery piece in the magicians, and then these ridiculous paladins. Alright, let's have a look. What do we see here? It doesn't... Wait, up here. They still have armor piercing, which was... They have it! They have magic immunity! They have the holy bonus, the armor piercing, and the magic immunity. And, of course, first strike, but that's just because they're cavalry. They look lame! There's no barding on the horse. These aren't paladins. These are just regular... They're not paladins. That's a cavalryman. I can accept that. But this is like... No. Whatever. Anyway. Yep, the 6-figured magicians. Alright, anyway. Yeah, we need those if we can get to them. I was gonna make them anyway, but now I really want them. Oops. Well... Anyway, this city is still the most likely to ever produce them, but... It's gonna take this city a while to get its economy together, and I'm still prioritizing the last of the, construct cities. The last of the construct cities that's gonna be producing military units. Basically, every construct city I made is gonna be producing one of the unit types. One of the special units. No, there's no place with resources left. All the resources are claimed. At least on my continent, and I'm not going to attempt to settle another continent right now. Yeah, anything that would hit them hard should be able to kill them. Mr. Handy should be extremely vulnerable to anything that just shoots it with a heavy hit. A catapult should hurt them. If the catapult hits. The catapult was always kind of a... The catapult was always kind of a crappy unit. It had a low maintenance cost. Like, it's not that it didn't have a role, but... You just use them to fill in defenses sometimes. You wouldn't really be excited to have catapults. That Mechanicum's Guild takes forever. The city's actually losing me money every turn. Well, what can you do? Okay. No. A catapult has one figure. They're wildly different. You're thinking a steam cannon would be an improved catapult. Okay, check this out. So, the catapult has one figure and it hits for 10. And it's got long range. Right? Yeah, long range, wall crusher. But it's one figure with 10. These are 2 figures at 8. And the hands are 4 figures at 5. But the hands also can summon a bomb. Yeah, the catapult also has 10 hit points, where these guys have 1 hit point. But yeah, this is a different, very functionally different artillery piece. I mean, they fulfill sort of the same role, but they do it in very different ways. I would put these closer to a type of magician. That's what these are like. These are basically a replacement for magician, because magicians could cast fireball. Magicians were 6-figure with a magic attack, ranged attack. Yeah, I would say that they're my version of a magician. We're coming for ya. Your end is nigh. Ow! I haven't got the defenses up here yet. We were pushing defenses this way. He keeps taking my cities. It's hard because you have to put defenses everywhere. Alright, we have some casting skill, but he's going to use counter magic, which is going to wreck it all. I'm actually going to go with heroism on the cannon as my opener. I hate that these things are not long range. I really hate that they're not long range. It really tanks their effective use. Rat King has arrived. I would use Phantom Warriors now. Making it have the same symbol as Blessed from Heroes 3 makes me think it'll increase my damage. But no, it's the Master of Magic Bless. Completely different spell. Alright, Fire Elemental's more likely to get through. And we luckily did. For what that's worth. I don't want to kill your summons because I know that has no long-term impact on you. I want to damage as many of your units as I can. That's right, stab the fire. Stab the fire with a big fork. Does it sound like I'm playing some kind of cooking simulator when I say something like that? So these guys would be hard for my cannons to hurt. Yeah, those are dead. I'm not gonna get lucky again. No, this fight's over. Good luck. Yeah, alright, we killed 2 Naga. Not great, but... Now we get eaten by rats and illusionary monsters. Well, you can't shoot adjacent targets for some reason, so... Alright. I lost a fame, apparently. He's not stepping into the city, and I don't know why. I'm mystified by some of the AI's behaviors. Absolutely mystified. Either conquer the city or burn the city. I hate when you burn cities, but at least it's something. What are you doing? At least make moves I can comprehend. Oh shit. Where is it? Oh my gosh, you idiots, get back in the city. It happened again. I don't even know where you guys are going. Alright, you can go here. You can go into this zone, and we'll figure out where exactly you go later. True Sight is useful. Man, I want to trade spells. I want to do a whole bunch of trading, but everyone's at war with me except the one guy who has the only kind of book I don't have. There is some overland music from How to Train Your Dragon. Is that so? That is very odd. Maybe they figured we wouldn't notice. Alright, small detour. Much as I want to immediately attack that, we need to go protect our city over here and chase this out of our lands. It is necessary. I really haven't seen a new hero since we lost the two at the beginning. I know my fame has been basically in the toilet the entire game, but still, somebody should come looking for a job. There has to be a hungry hero somewhere. Okay, they did take the city. They just delayed for a turn. Strange. Anyway, I'll send another cannon down there when I retake it. Capital, so I'll continue sending forth the clergy. No idea where you were going. Anyway, we'll sort out what goes where. Okay. Excellent. going. We should become a shadow over top of this city. And then we'll simply drop the floating island onto the city. Crushing it. Wait, no, that's my city. I want that city back. Never mind, let's not do that. Though it would be way cool. It's taking you so long to produce a shaman. How are you guys coming on? 10 more. Berry here. There's another candidate to be the High Man City, but I think I really should go with Aldland. I think Aldland is the smart play. I should rename it into my military-industrial complex. To work with. Hooray! Alright. Melting the stone into it. We discovered a new resource near Shieldberry. What's the resource? Where's Shieldberry? Oh, I know where Shieldberry is. Oh, hey, it's coal. Shieldberry's down here. Coal? Just when I named this one Unlimited Blade Works, they discover they have coal and could potentially make units faster. Maybe I'll make units out of both cities. Let me see, Crusaders didn't exist, so can't make Crusaders. But I could make Magicians out of one and Paladins out of the other. That's right, melt the ground. Nope. You need to just sit and wait. Keep going. Let's see, and another. Get to Unlimited Blade Works. I don't know if that's enough bowmen, but it'll have to do for the moment. Make yourselves your marketplace. Gonna have some more settlers come soon. There we go, Unlimited Shield Works. That's perfect. Okay, you'll replace the lost unit down there. Good. Have I gotten one of those in every city yet? I think my capital needs one. Just so my capital never gets taken and I'm banished. Okay, we'll be there in... this will be a few more turns. Oh, shit! River Riders! I wonder what it's like to fight in the water on the island. Because they made it into a unit. What happens? I'm still thinking of it as Floating Island, and Floating Island you can all fight when you're on one. What happens when this one is attacked in the water, though? I might be running under completely mistaken information. Like, horrifically mistaken. There. You're going there. Oh my god, so do you. Go there for now. They should all participate in the fight. They should. But they turned it into a unit. How does it work? How does this work? Rafts? Really? And we can't move. We're locked in place. What? Rafts? Well, this is, interesting. Alright. Counter magic is going to be a pain. I can use flight. Earth to mud? Well, not here. Oh, what he's gonna cast first. A raft just appears underneath it when I cast web. How? What? Huh? You guys are weird. Weird, I say. Alright, this thing is, yeah, it's a serious threat. Alright, if I summon a Mega Bomb, what happens? Is it... just sitting there? If they don't attack them, I think that they just kind of sit there, unable to do anything. But they'll have to kill every single one of these to win the actual fight. Yeah, they can't move. They can't move, so they're just gonna sit. But you don't have ranged units, so... Okay, there's the counter magic, as expected. I mean, I just don't know how to react to this nonsense. Anyway, further summoning wouldn't be the best, because counter magic. Let's see if this can get through. Well, that didn't do as much as I'd hoped. Keep attacking, Mr. Handy. Can I walk across the... No? I can't move across the rafts. Seriously, there had to be something better than rafts. There had to be a better option. Come on, guys. Oh, if the flying island gets shot down, all my guys will drown after the fight. Well, this is interesting. What's next? Yep. Hey, how did you do that? This is flying! This is flying! How did you attack it? How? It's not flying. It's not flying? It just moves over water and land without flying. Oh, I am so confused by this game. They made some very odd design decisions. Ow. Is that supposed to be Sonic Blast? Because it looks electrical whenever you use it. Hey, I got a fame. How much XP did we gain? Any? Come on, we should have gained a bunch. Anyway, we got through it without losing a unit. So that was good. Even if it confused the hell out of me. Okay, have I sent one here yet? To this all-important orc city that I don't want to fall again. Okay. Well, we're getting builders' halls done. Alright, I'm pretty sure I've got a Mr. Handy in every city. I am going to begin stacking them to become a second assault army. I'll probably want a tech priest with them. Or maybe not. I mean, those are fantastic for defending cities, but maybe I don't want a tech priest in an assault army. Maybe what I want is a couple of those golems. Okay, that needs a lot of things. So we're a little bit injured. So what? I'm gonna retake my city now. No, keep doing what you're doing. I don't remember where you were going. Just go wherever it was. Okay. Eight more. Come on. Can't believe how bad my income is. My taxes are too low. And they've been for a long time. That will cause lots of rebels. Well, then I'll have lots of rebels. I need this. Well, I'll give, wow, some of these cities have 100% farming rates. This is bad. I do not have enough food. Particularly with the added rebels, it'd be impossible to do things. No, I can't raise taxes. Much as I might like to, it's impossible. The Empire literally cannot support it. Just have them do it. The cannons aren't that important. Yeah, the cannons aren't that important. The only thing the cannons have going for them is they've got more hit points. I'm gonna create a second flying island to get this down here. This army is gonna take this continent. It's gonna clear things up down there. This one is going to take the war to Horus. Don't have a lot of plans for how I'm going to hold territory, but they're going to take it. And if I do enough damage to Horus, he should back off, I hope. If I can get peace with him, that would be all I'd want. Well, and maybe to take some of my territory back, but... that animation is way too violent to be blur. The difference between the cannon and the Mr. Handies is so extreme in their damage output. Alright guys, yeah, your population's 1 as it was, because you've never gotten anywhere. Alright. Just wait a day. As you were. Sure what you're doing over here, to be honest. I guess you can just wait for the next settler. I'm gonna send one over there, because that's my most important city, I think. And I should just have one there. Just go there. The nerf on troll regeneration? Trolls didn't get a nerf on regeneration, did they? I don't remember one. A lot more enemies were using petrification effects, which regeneration never regenerated from. But, there was no direct nerf to the troll regeneration. No, what I didn't like about the trolls was that they made troll magicians. So I never liked the Mammoth Rider, because even though it's the coolest unit, it didn't have regeneration ever, and he kept it that way. So their strongest melee unit doesn't regenerate still. Okay, whatever, I can still use War Trolls. But so many other... there's so many stronger units running around, and Trolls got the amazing unit of Troll Magicians, and it's wrong. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Trolls have no business having magicians. It makes no sense. That's their strongest unit. It regenerates just fine, but it's absolutely it doesn't fit them at all. I hate the Troll Magician as a unit. That's why I stopped playing Trolls. I mean, the War Troll is still everything it always was, but in context of a game where there's, you know... the power level of the game is different. The War Troll just doesn't quite cut it anymore. And yeah, a lot more things will The AI is just way smarter with petrification. And in particular, it likes to use focused magic cockatrices. And focused magic cockatrices will hard counter trolls. If any wizard is doing that, it's like, well, shit, if I get in a fight with that guy, I just lose. That's not really a nerf on the part of the troll regeneration, it's just... they always had an Achilles heel. Yeah. All I wanted was a unit stronger than war trolls that could regenerate, and it was a melee unit. That's all I wanted the trolls to be. That's not what we got. Maybe other people don't have an issue with troll magicians. The trolls have no business being magicians. Making their best unit a ranged magical unit with relatively speaking, by magician standards, they're fairly durable, but by troll standards, they're fragile. It's just such a... But yeah, maybe other people like them. I could be the only person who feels this way. You know? Because trolls had been one of my favorite factions to play as. They were never the strongest faction, actually. But they were fun to play as. And you could, you know, you could exploit the no maintenance cost of death with them, which was fun. You can still do that now. You can still exploit the no maintenance death trolls. Didn't I just send you somewhere? Go that way. I hate when they lose track of where they're going in the middle of moving, because then you're left going, what was this unit doing? This unit over here in the middle of nowhere, what was their purpose? Why do they exist? Alright, I get a shaman over here and... You know, screw it. I'm not going to make any more shaman. We're done with shaman. You know what? We're just done with shaman. They don't do anything. If I might regret it because of lack of purify, but the tech priest will be able to purify. And the tech priest can heal. So... yeah, without the heal, the shaman just aren't as good a unit. I'm used to using shaman and bowman in all my cities, early game, to hold territory. And the shaman are really like, they're not very good, but they're the glue that holds everything together, because they increase your natural healing rate, they can cast heal in battle, their ranged attack is garbage, but it works against skeletons and other units that the bowmen can't hurt, like enemy magicians even, potentially, but you know, that shouldn't happen early game, but you have the shaman everywhere for all game. They can purify corrupted tiles, which comes up often. They're just very versatile. And the bowmen, well, if you have Flame Blade, they're good. If you're running Flame Blade, they're good. Otherwise, they exist, they fight, you know, they do their part. Alright. I guess this guy is gonna go here. Sure, why not? I don't know where he was going, but he's going there now. I'm gonna have to check all my cities, actually. let's go through a quick run-through. I want to make sure Mr. Handy is in every city on this continent. That one doesn't count. Okay, we're going there now. Oh, shit. That one doesn't have one. Oh, already sorted out. Perfect. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get a settler in a moment to go here, and then we have to toss one up there, and the settling is done. I've even got a couple of bowmen for those cities. Toria Death Stack? Torin Death Stack. Oh, yeah. Battle. I actually am a huge fan of turns only being... battles only being 25 instead of 50. I think I like that. But yeah, that would be a nerf to trolls, yes. You could look at it that way. I haven't tried to make trolls work in a long time. As I said, you'll be hard countered by cockatrices or any other petrify effect. They should work. You should be able to run war trolls and then troll magicians to defend your cities. Warlords added some more stuff to trolls. Added a stronger melee unit with the shield bearer. It's got the large shield, and it's stronger than a war troll. Can't move as fast if I remember. No, I think he actually buffed the war trolls as well. I know he added stone throwers as an early unit. Yeah. You should try trolls and warlords, see how it works out. They look like they're fun. Trolls were always one of my favorites. Trolls, dark elves, of course. Dark elves were always ridiculous. 20. Alright, that should work. Okay, and one of this. There'll even be a road to it. It'll be perfect. Once I finish the roads, I can put a couple in specific trouble spots. Alright, how's this coming? 5 turns? We're getting there. I'm gonna force the last settler out. And then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna start investing in unlimited blade works. And you know what? I like that. Unlimited shield works. The problem with this city is it doesn't have a forest. If I get changed terrain, they'll get a sawmill and a forester's guild, and they'll look way better. You know, the miners guild requires hills, and the sawmills require forests. I always felt like there should be some kind of building, some magical building or something that required deserts or tundra. Or swamps. I kind of figured it would go well with different schools of magic, like maybe there would be a enchantment in Chaos that would want deserts. Make the deserts better. Something like that. So, Warlords is actually starting to do a little bit of that. Like, Hawkmen get extra food production from mountains. I forget what else. There's other ones as well, where specific factions want specific terrain types. I think he made nomads like desert, though I might be misremembering that. Alright, Burfer. A goblin city with Brax the dwarf. Well, I wouldn't hire him, so he went over here, did he? This city has a higher population than any of my cities. Is this his capital? It's his capital! Oh, Horace! If this fails, I'm gonna be sad. This is my only relevant army. Can I give them any kind of advantage? I could put stone skin on them all. Big metal hands with stone skin. Flight, endurance. Holy weapon. I have holy weapon. I give it to you? I don't know. There. You're 10% more likely to hit. So they'll have 3 rats. I don't know what enchantments he's got on everyone. Everyone's got a low book count. Other than me. Well, you declared war on me. I guess it's time that I took the fight to you. So, you don't have... Well, we'll see. Hey there, Rogue. Yes, I am early. We'll have the regular stream at the regularly scheduled time, but it's kind of a bonus. Okay. Fortress, Lifebolt, Fortress, Sorcerer. This is a different way of doing it. So based on the number of books you have. Interesting. Well, my fortress would shoot out 4 different bolts. Interesting. Well, with counter magic in play, I'm not going to try summoning a bunch of stuff. Please tell me you have a whole bunch of artifacts for me to pilfer. Where are your artifacts, sir? Yes, I'd like you to disband this unit. No. I can't see your artifacts. I'm sure there's a way, I just don't know how. Well, alright. Whatever. I'll try to cast... I'll try to cast Holy Weapon. Ooh, it went through. Alright. This thing can just kind of sit out here and tank, I guess. Alright, let's see. Unfortunate things are happening to your dwarf. I want his artifacts. I thought that would damage the walls. But I guess these... They don't break walls. Huh. Soul-trapped spearmen break walls, but their actual artillery don't. Everything is backwards and topsy-turvy. That's right, come out of the walls. You have to, because we are all ranged. And you don't want to sit inside the fortress and be beaten to death. You can always back up, too, if we feel threatened. Oh, there you go. You finally got your blur up. Oh no, the rats are going to eat my giant hunk of land. Oh, they blew up a wall finally. I only got 1 fame. I killed a hero and took his capital. But I only get 1 fame. Okay, there's 8 more. Horus has been banished. One of your opponents has lost their fortress. They must cast the spell per turn. And they're not able to cast anything else until they finish it. Ooh, are they unable to cast spells in combat? Six rebels, that's a lot. Well, you don't have a forest, huh? Animist Guild would be nice. Allows for druids. And the fantastic stable. Weirdly, you don't use the... Oh, wait, you do have... You have a fantastic stable without the Animist Guild. That shouldn't happen. I'm guessing we burned down the Animist Guild in our assault. These seem to be pretty okay. The Boar Rider having 6 figures is pretty good. So... The Druid, though... You're basically a magician that can summon bears. Oh, we don't have a Forester's Guild, so we're not going to ever make them, because no forest. Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? I'm gonna say make some boars. And we'll just try to defend the city with boars. They have Mithril, so it'll be Mithril boars. While I continue to go around and cause damage. I didn't capture any spells from old Horus, though. No idea how long it's going to take him to cast it, but... Okay. Let's see if everybody wants to call me up and talk to me about what I just did. Alright, there we go. The last settler. Finally. Finally done it. With this city, this land will be mine completely and totally. I've chased them out of my territory, and hopefully, by giving his capital a good thrubbing, he won't be sending anything else my way for a little while. He doesn't seem to have any small armies on hand to reclaim it either. The AI behaves wildly differently. I might check out this monster lair, but I'm gonna hit this city over here. I'll need to find a way to get some troops over to there. But for now, I'll simply pile these up. Oh, I don't care about that. A rival wizard cast drain power on me. My list of suspects is fairly narrow, but it includes every freaking wizard in the game. So, it's kind of hard to tell who it was. Seriously, death is the one type of spellbook I don't have. And everyone is running death, so I can't trade with them. Hey, I still say Master Magic for Windows, which came out around the same time this did, is the definitive way to play the game. Although this one does have some interesting new things. Nope, one more turn. Okay. Hey, we captured resources when we took his capital. Good. Very good. And over here, build that marketplace. We might be able to get to more types of units real soon. Oh, they should have an alchemist's guild. They had every building already constructed that goblins were allowed to make, excepting the ones that required forests, and that one animist's guild, which I assume I knocked over. Alright, yes, make the bank happen. I don't care what it costs, just make it so. I'm just gonna dump this in that. Alright, Tech Priests, how far have we gotten? How far have we spread the word of, tech? Farmer's Market. Shrine. Temple. Parthenon. Yeah, do all that. Bring down that terrible rebels level. Alright, this is fine. Keep doing. In fact, I'll buy you your next building. I'll put you on the path of... Oh yeah, get the Miners Guild in there too. Yeah. Alright, and you got your Farmers Guild up. Very nice. You're gonna need that. Get yourself the library. Alright. You might possibly just be getting somewhere. Maybe. Oh, you see how these are hex-shaped tiles? Master Magic has square-shaped tiles. I mean, I'm super used to square-shaped tiles. I think the best way of handling square-shaped tiles is weirdly how, Koei used to handle them on. So if you play old NES games like Bandit Kings of Ancient China, you'll see the squares are actually offset. It lets you move. It lets you move in diagonals while still being a square grid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look at a Bandit Kings for the NES and look at what battle maps look like. I actually do like hexes myself. But, as I've established repeatedly, I strongly prefer the old graphics that I'm used to seeing. Alright, what's in here? A basilisk. You know what? I'm gonna knock this over while I'm in the neighborhood. Why shouldn't I? I don't know about that Wild Arms, but I really like Wild Arms for the PS1. It's a really good game. But Wild Arms 2, which less people talk about, actually surpasses the original. And then there was Wild Arms 3. It was very long. Very, very long. It was a good game. There was a lot to like about it. And then it kept going. And then it kept going. And the game was even longer. And you're like, okay, this is a great game, but... And then it kept going. What is this? Okay, that's a peninsula. Okay, I see. I think I see. I was like, you didn't build in the water somehow, did you? Supposedly, the one DLC I don't have introduces a faction that can... I think they can build on the water. And a bunch of weird aquatic adventures and dungeons and stuff get added to the seas. As well as a bunch of resources that, frankly, should have been in the game ages ago. Should have been in the original game. Look, I'm not going to give Microprose a hard time, but come on, you could have at least put fish in the water. Yeah. But I don't have that one, apparently. So, you know. It's probably got petrification. I didn't even look at the basilisk. I knew it wasn't a threat because I'm basically a whole line of artillery. And so I just kind of bombed everything to death really quickly without even looking at any of it. Because, yeah, I knew that that battle was going to be a complete one-sided beatdown in my favor. Okay, looks like I should send you up here. That's where we should go. Alright, now as for this one... Go to the halflings, I guess. Alright, Boar Riders. Do they have the mithril? Stun. They have a stunning attack. Units melee and ranged are halved for 1 turn? That's not a stun. Whatever. Okay, we did not get the mithril, though. It looks like goblins can't make... Oh, yep, goblins cannot make alchemist guilds. Oh, what a bummer! Your capital started next to mithril and you were never allowed to use it? Well... No Parthenons, no Sages Guild. Yeah, that actually cuts them out of a lot of things. Still, their Boar Rider is pretty good. They can walk through swamps, deserts, or tundra without losing any movement. 6-figure cavalry with a debuff on hit. It's a pretty good cavalry. And they should be able to get their druid easier than most people can get to their magician. So, you know, assuming you had a forest. They might not be the goblins that I want them to be, but they are an interesting faction. Alright, you need the Armorers Guild and the Alchemists Guild. And then you will produce the Soulless. Yes. Yes, indeed. So, I don't know how good this thing is going to be. Its ranged attack is as good as a catapult. It can melee. It has really good armor and resistance, and a decent amount of health. Single figure. Not especially fast. But I think they're going to be pretty decent. I think putting a couple of them in with the handies will create a much better army. Because the handies really don't have any way to handle something that actually gets into melee with them. At least not at present. I think I'm done with these cannons. They were a disappointment. And we can go make other things with you. We're gonna work our way up and build other things here. We'll let them make one last cannon. Okay, you guys just guard that. I don't have high hopes for you all. Okay, yeah, you live here now. That's correct. Okay, that's your new home. Unused resources as an export. Well, the Mithril does give him 1 point of magic power per turn. So, you know, there is that. As I start gaining fame, I can start offsetting my horrendous economy. Or, you know, just conquering a bunch of cities could help with that. Huh, you're maintaining enchantments on all of those guys, are you? Yeah, that's not going to help you any. 100% chance of winning without losing units? Yeah, I'd say that's about right. Alright. This city generates minus 13 money every turn. You guys did not know how to balance your budgets, did ya? However, you can produce druids, so that should sort out the defenses over here. How do you sell buildings? I bet you I could sell a bunch of your buildings and solve some of this tax issue. Ahaha! Okay, what do you not need? I can sell multiple buildings in a turn? Oh, they're actually letting me get away with that. Oh my. Yeah, that should work out nicely. And I've cut their deficit in half. Dump your armors. Kill. Oh, fantastic stables. I don't need that. Did you need the Fighters Guild? guess. Alright. Now I'm going to use this wealth to push buildings in other places. Okay, guys, we're gonna head towards, furry patch. Well, I guess I'll be king of the furries now. Sure, why not? They've added in a bunch of new stuff. They've changed it enough that you can't say that it's the original game anymore at this point. I mean, which is fine, because I also still own the original game. So, you know... It is quite the trick. Perhaps I should teach the governments of our world how to do this. See, the trick is to spend less money. I know, that's hard, that's very complicated and difficult to understand, but that's the essence of the trick, you see. I'm about to attack Furry City and conquer it. So, I mean, I didn't name it that, but hey, okay, fine then. As long as they pay their taxes. As long as they pay their taxes and we don't let them have conventions in the other cities. Alright, let's see. It's not like I'm ever gonna use it, but hey, whatever. I think we're up to Yorkbury. Alright. That one's almost finished. Tempting, but no. I'm gonna spend the money here. We're so close to the Soulless. Imagine if I had these horrifying hands led by paladins, giving them that holy bonus. Okay, what are you here for? Oh, you were to go to this city. Gotcha. Yeah, I think when I took out those armies, I took back the two cities, I took out the armies, I took out his naval army, and then I took his capital now in another city. He seems to have been broken. I know he was at war with other players as well. I don't know how much of his resources were dedicated to other wars, but... I think we've broken Horus. He might have been sending all of his armies abroad. He's still got multiple cities he took from me up here. Alright. Well... nice thing about these high population counts is they should generate lots of taxes. If I ever raise my taxes. I want to. I do really want to. Oh, hello. How much of the old cheese is intact? I don't know. Originally, probably almost all of it. How much of it is still intact with the various DLCs and new things? I don't know. Probably most of it, maybe. Good question. I haven't played very much of this. Very, very little of it, in fact. So... So I guess we're learning how much is still around. And how it plays. Let me see. Alright, looks like one was needed over here. Guess I'll put one in this city. Alright. So, the important thing is that the fighting that we're doing is no longer happening inside my territory. It is now happening over your cities. You gonna reclaim that city over there, are you? Are you? Go ahead. Well, my cities are perfectly happy over here. We're so close on the Soulless. I really want to clear out the lairs. I am playing as, robots. Magical robots. They are weird. I've also conquered orcs and humans and halflings. And I aim to conquer a lot more things. Oh yeah, I just started conquering goblins. But here's the original faction. So right now, I'm making these tech priests. But, we're working towards flesh golems. These weren't very good. Never made any of these, but they look cool. This is treated as if it's my cavalry unit. Let's see. This is basically what I'm doing mostly, is this thing. They sort of function as my version of the magician. Kinda. Anyway, it's a big hand that throws crap at the enemy. It's very effective for some reason. Their population growth is horrifically slow, but, whatever, they get good defense, I guess. Lots of ranged units, that's nice. Yes, it's the Warhammer. Yes. Finally, I'm trying that 40k everyone's been talking about. There. Are you going to start taking my cities on that continent? I can't really stop you if you do. I've been calling them Mr. Handy, because Yeet is stupid. Yep, they literally called it Yeet. Alright, almost ready for the flesh golems. Frankenstein's monster will be unleashed very soon. Alright, now you are trying to retake a city. The answer is no. He's still banished, he can't cast spells, so he has no hope of winning this one. This is what Mr. Handy does. And you can see how little the cannon did by comparison. The actual cannons, kind of worthless. They'd only be good at close ranges against many figured units. Alright, those defenses are now complete. I'm gonna stop bleeding cities all the time. It's gonna be amazing. Let's see. Alright. Yay, a spell I don't want to cast or trade. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that now. Pretty sure I'm just gonna give him the city. I don't have any forces on that continent, and although I'm toying with the idea of sending armies south, I'm only toying with the idea. Oh, that's two of them. Is anybody missing their tech priest? I guess I'm already getting one. They don't have a tech priest. Why don't you send one over there? Alright, you can have this one. That's fine. Alright, research. I don't know, disenchant area can be a big deal sometimes. If you don't have it and you need it, it can be, bad. Okay, send one over there. They'll send you some druids. If we hold on long enough, things will be great. Okay. That's fine. First druid, yes. We'll see what we can do with those. And a new city is born. Okay, that was the last settler planted. Right, I'm gonna need to send one of these up there. Okay, that. Yes, yes. Hello, Furry Patch. This is an automatic win, because your wizard's still banished. Still no spellcasting for you. Another negative 13! You goblins are horrible at balancing your budgets. Alright, you don't need a fantastic stables. You don't need an armorer's guild. I'm iffy whether or not you should be allowed to keep the fighter's guild. But at least I brought this down to a negative 3? I have to raise taxes soon. I'm gonna have no choice. I'll let the other cities send you troops to reinforce you. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And they can also provide some of the farming allowing other cities in my empire to work harder. Yeah. Alright, we're finally going to start getting the Solus. Finally. And I'm gonna continue investing in this city towards eventually getting paladins. We're gonna have to push our way up to a Mechanicans Guild next. Those are way too expensive. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, we're doing one game of this version for now. Oh shit, I forgot to look at that. Oh crap. Alright, hold on. Alright, let's not forget this time. And I'm gonna have to do something about that as well. Okay, hold on. Okay. Skeletons? Elven Lord, sure, but you're gonna conquer my city with skeletons? I doubt it. Press X to doubt. Alright. Nope. Another one of your armies I'm not even gonna bother engaging with. It just loses. It had no hope. You have no chance, survive. Make your time. Okay, you guys, meanwhile... Mechanicans... Oh, definitely a bank. Alchemists wouldn't be bad. See, my cities know how to make profits. Why are the goblins so bad at making money? Oh, okay, yeah, it's a Lizardman city. Yeah, okay, you just make those. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Okay. How far have we pushed the tech priests? I think I sent one to Denoland, right? Let me make sure. I've only got a few cities left over there. Alright, I think with 2 of the Soulless, this stack is complete and ready to start picking fights with things. Oh, you already got one there. Okay, well, I'll send you to... Riverway. Sure, get up there. Early rush wraiths do not work? In this one? Huh. I've never really done the early rush wraith thing. I've heard about it, but I believe that the early rush guardian spirit is stronger, which is another one I've never done. I'm a fan of shadow demons over wraiths personally. I really like shadow demons, but they're not exactly a rush strategy. They're just a really good unit that I like. Stream of Life, though, from the beginning, from turn 1, Stream of Life was amazing. Because you would never have any unrest in any of your cities, so you could just run max tax rate from forever. That was a great one. I don't even really consider that cheese. That's just the things operating as they should. No, the cheese was like... Oh, man. When you would take Rune Master and Artificer, you would create artifacts and destroy the artifacts, and you would end up with more mana than you spent. You would create mana from nothing that way. I'm pretty sure they got rid of that one. What enchantment did you put on these guys? Water walking? You put water walking on... Okay, these guys should just be able to walk on the bottom of the sea. They shouldn't even need it. But not really. Water walking? On skeletons? Are you mad? I have true light. Yeah. It's not good for them, is it? So, unless you can cast Flight, or Web... Yeah, on paper, you're stronger than my fairies. In reality, though, they're fairies. Oh no, we're out of ammo. Whatever will we do? Yeah, what do you think was going to happen? What did you think I was going to do? You came here and you didn't actually have a plan, did you? Maybe upgrade it and call it the Dabber. Oh my gosh, they're attacking multiple times in a turn with the same army. Maybe Suppanut had the right idea when he removed fairies as a summonable creature in Warlords and just gave you bees instead. Like, here, you can have swarms of wasps. I think they have resist elements on this stat. Well. But I have inevitability. You want to go again, huh? You want to embarrass yourself further? Okay, there you go. Now you're starting to cast debuffs on me. I'm not even sure what you're casting. Oh, weakness. No. You need to cast Life Drain. You'd actually win if you were hitting them with Life Drain every fight. Life Drain isn't even the best solution by any means, but it's something. You want to go again? I actually had my first encounter with the office the other day. I brought a computer to be repaired, and the computer guy was watching The Office. I don't know. I had no context. None of the jokes landed for me in what the clips I saw. I had no context for it at all, but I recognized the characters from all the memes. I've seen all your faces before, through the memes. You guys are gonna trade goods, because you're... It's the only way you guys are gonna turn a profit. I'm losing resources by taking his cities. The more of his cities that I take, the more I'm going to lose. I get the money from initially taking the city, but the upkeeps... I spend it all on that. Well, Groverland. You guys are just waiting the new units to come over here. this is being added to your defenses. Because you're just a very, very important city, and I'd hate to be surprised unpleasantly. I sent you guys north somewhere. I don't know. Just go. Why do enemies, or why do my units keep losing their pathing? It's really hard to keep track of who's going where. So you eat too much and die from fat? Huh? Nurse, what's the cause of death? He was too fat. The weight of his own body crushed him. Slowly, over the course of many years, because that does happen. Seriously? You think 2 skeletons beats 3 fairies? His tactical genius, it's frightening. Yeah, those resist elements. He calculated right. The resist elements do make them hard to kill. But there's a flaw in your logic somewhere. Something, some factor that you haven't considered. This is embarrassing. Please go away. Honestly, I can see a real historical king making an error like this. Attacking a place, being completely trounced because he has no tactical way to win, and then attacking again and again. Sunk cost fallacy sinks in. The king is so enraged and angry. Oh, Horus came back. Did he now? Is he ready to beg for forgiveness? Is he? I'm gonna end up with a bunch of extra tech priests when all this is over. Just know I'm gonna end up with a big old pile of them where I'm like, what to do with these? Oh well, I have other continents, I'll just ship them there. You have no roads. You know that? You never built roads. Usually the AI... Well, I don't know about this AI. In the base game, the AI would usually build roads. They were good about that. Usually. Often. My income is at -4 now. Yeah, conquering these cities is killing me. They're in the red before you factor in the maintenance cost of the units guarding them. And when you consider the maintenance cost of the units guarding them, it's probably pretty awful. Alright. I think the Mithril applied to his ranged attack, unlike the Handyman. Alright! We have a flesh golem leading a whole bunch of robotic hands. Let's get one more of those. And then we'll go marching in. Ah. Yeah. One of my favorite decks that I built in Magic the Gathering, I never had the guts to bring it to a proper tournament, because everything about it was wrong, and all these years I've wished I had. because everything about the deck was wrong. But I tested it over and over and over and over and over against all kinds of things, and it worked every single time, even though everything about the deck was stupid. Basically, it didn't have any way to search its own deck, and it relied on a multi-card combo. And the combo, all it did was make all the cards cost one less mana to cast. Everything about the deck was wrong. But it always worked. I don't want to get into the mechanics of splicing and everything. It was Kamigawa Ravnica era. But yeah, it had no creatures. It was just burn spells, and it was red-blue. Anyway, yeah. And the funny thing was, its finishing card was, I think it was called Ire of Kaminari, which burned you based on the number of, I think it was sorceries in your graveyard, or maybe it's arcane in your graveyard. It's something in your graveyard. And the last thing it would do is, right before you'd finally beat it, like the turn before you'd win is the turn when it just basically throws its entire hand at you. And then plays the Everything in My Graveyard Burns You card for the win. Everything about that deck was wrong. Not the wrongest deck I ever made, but the wrongest deck I built that actually worked. It thinks I'm gonna lose half my army in this battle. I did not take a book from him, but he's not banished forever. I'm pretty sure that only happens when I finish him off once and for all. I'd really prefer to get a moment to trade spells with him before that happens, though. That felt good. The first time the cannons have ever done something satisfying. Isn't it weird? The handies are smashing walls, but the actual cannons are not. Isn't that weird? I really don't like the cannon. It looks so cool, but it's such a crappy unit. I'm sure there's a circumstance where I'd like them. Some circumstance where I'm like, okay, look, the handies would just get destroyed by flame strike or something, and the cannons don't. Must be a reason they exist. He's trying to dispel my one enchantment. The only enchant creature I've used all game. It's just like... It's just like a 10% accuracy bonus on one of my things. That's it. Alright. I really shouldn't be taking these liabilities. I really shouldn't. But I just keep doing it. Anyway, once they start trading goods, they'll be making money. These two will be producing the defensive units. We're going to go with a minimum defense, with this thing flying around, sinking anything that's an actual threat. That's the plan, anyway. We'll see if it works. I don't think the AI has enough resources to stop me. Alright, I'm gonna buy this, even though it's expensive. That'll give me 2 soulless, and then this can start doing its thing. Meanwhile, Unlimited Blade Works has already built its library, so that's good. Would resist magic? No, Bless would. Resist elements would, but resist magic would not. I hope I get a hero. So, I know it's confusing, and when I was young I didn't understand exactly the nuances either, but basically how the game works is you have a resistance score, and they're rolling a 10-sided dice to see whether or not a spell affects your unit, like Black Sleep or Weakness or whatever spell it is that calls for a resistance roll. It's rolling a 10-sided dice. So if you have 10 resistance, you're effectively immune to all of the spells in the game that call for resistance, unless they give a save penalty in them. And most of them do. For example, Black Sleep, you have to save at a -2 penalty. So, if you had 12 resistance, you'd be immune to it. If you had 11 resistance, there's a 1 in 10 chance it would work. So that's how resistance rolls work. Resist magic is +5 to your resistance roll. Lightning bolts, flame strikes, psionic blasts, they don't call for a resistance roll at all. They just smack you for damage. And your defense stat can give you resistance to that. Although lightning bolt is armor piercing, and psionic blast also ignores your armor. But most of the spells like flame strike, it's just damage. And Bless, specifically Bless, says that it resists, it gives you defense against chaos and death spells. So Bless would specifically protect you from chaos attacks. And resist elements just similar, it's similar to Bless. It's more universal though. It's kind of a better spell. But yeah, as a kid I did not understand the fine nuances of resistance versus defense. Resist magic is ridiculous, by the way. 5 points added to your resistance. Most units become immune to most spells. It's huge. Okay. Alright, there we go. Next turn, this army can begin doing its things. We finally have a second army, and the new army is arguably even more powerful than my old one. Although they don't have the levels yet. We're going to try to get them the levels through some combat with nodes and lairs. He's melded this. And he's defending it with a goblin. I'm gonna steal your node. Yes, I am. Wish I had a guardian spirit. Where's magic spirit? Oh, there it is. Alright. That'll give me a little bit more power each turn. Well, I got Groveland doing their trade goods, and we're still in the hole. Breathing. I should probably make another island for the second army. Oh shit, they're attacking! They're attacking my city again. Well, you're not conquering it this time. Alright, let's find out if my defense arrangements are actually enough. This is the first time we're testing a fully defended city. Wish I had the Solus in here as well, but I don't. Alright, first things first. Let's see. I'm gonna put a heroism onto... I'll put it on the cannon. Why not? The cannon's terrible. It needs all the help it can get. Maybe it'll be useful now. So everything I have can shoot. And nothing you have shoots. You're gonna start with counter magic, which might be difficult if I need to heal or res. Oh yeah! Huh. There's the counter magic. Death. Oh yeah! Maybe all it needed was heroism all along. Ah. And the battle said the odds were almost certainly heavily in his favor. What was it thinking? Yeah, my defenses are good. They work together well. If I'd actually made the mithril halberds in all the cities, it would be quite a bit better, though. Having a single melee unit that can frontline, you know, would have been pretty good. Alright, one of those to Mallet Town. We're almost done with tech priests. Almost. Oh, I need to get one there also. This will be mine! Oh, you're out of cash. Hey, our cash is positive! Not here, though. Okay. Priest that way. They are positive when they're trading goods. Excellent. That's exactly what we want. We're going to get as many of them as possible trading goods. No, it says tech priests. I wonder where your capital was moved to. Well, Enchanted River and Riders. I guess I'm out of movement. I hate having to spend mana every time I want to move my summoning circle. I swear it was 30, not 50, but whatever. Fame is the only reason that my gold is positive. Let's see if we can gather some more of it. Wouldn't it be funny if he moved his capital to one of the cities he took from me? Oh, I see it's over there. I'm gonna have to put one of those boar riders in that volcano quick. He's already got a ghost on the way there. Alright. That is enough tech priests. Yep, that's good enough. Alright, we need a cathedral, a wizard's guild, and a... Actually, I think that's good enough. Then you can go into trade goods, perhaps? Or maybe housing, we'll think about it. Right over there. Ship you there. Next boar will stay put. Next druid will go there. Then we'll have this city to fill in as well. Okay. This is, you need a miners guild. Start in on, oh, you're this place, right, of course. You're busy doing the university thing. You'll want a bank. A temple, I see that rebel over there. What else? What else? Well, your eventual goal is to get the cathedral and everything. Get one of those there. Alright. Go ahead and summon another one of these. Alright, well, let's let these guys begin doing what they do. This has two Efreet, and I usually don't like fighting Efreet because they're really nasty. Was that warp lightning? Just guessing. I'm not sure what you hit me with. Okay, now let's try. What's the matter? Wow. Ah, these guys. So they're not going to be as good at range, but that should be fine. Oh, I think you actually killed one of my units. That's okay. So these guys aren't as good at range, but they're supposed to be my front liners. I don't know why they're not in the front of the battle. Oh, no part 2? Alright. And there we go. This is now Army B. And Army B is gonna begin clearing out the remaining things in my territory. Like this one over here. Fire giants and Efreets. Very dangerous, actually. I'll probably lose some of my units and have to pick up more. Ah, that's just how it goes. This is mine now. Yeah. We should arrive before their ghost does. I have so many tech priests running around every which way. Okay, Gruntar. Attack the city of Grunty. Is there gold in the Chaos Node? Yeah, actually, I don't think we could ever have resources on nodes before. Maybe we can in this. The Ifrit has a ranged attack, but an Ifrit is also a spellcaster. I could try casting a bunch of buffs on them. Oops. Oh, shit! Oh, no! I misclicked. No, 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 no. That was a misclick. That was a misclick. Ugh. I only wanted to pass, this thing's turn, not the whole army. Alright. That stupid thing skipping the first turn when you're all ranged units. They're literally incapable of hurting my hands. We've got 6 attack, we've got 9 defense. They've only got 30% accuracy. I don't know if we have any evade. I don't think we do. I'm not sure if they even have an evade stat. But yeah, they can't hurt my hands. The thing that predicts your likelihood of winning and all is not very good at his job. Alright, Gruntar. This one is an orc city. And this city's at -18. It's even worse. How are you still alive, Horus? How do you have massive amounts of cash when your budgets are this far out of whack? Balance the budgets. Okay. There you go. Budget balanced. Okay, let's see. Back to... Eventually, we're going to have paladins. No matter how horrifically expensive it is to get them rolling. Yep, that's gold inside a volcano. So when you want to mine gold, all you have to do is climb down and swim down to the bottom of the lava. Nobody can complain about worker safety in my empire. Look, what thing could possibly be worse that could happen to you when you're already fully submerged in lava? I have no idea why there's a tech priest here. What? How do you lose track of where they're going, game? I don't know, send him there. Yeah, clearly the AI is getting a lot of bonus income because it does not know how to manage its cities. Can I finally trade with Rajak? You know, I know that the Mirren plane somehow made contact with me and declared war on me, but I've never seen a single one of his units, so I don't understand how or where it happened. Where's Summon Hero? How has that not come up yet? Okay, you're getting there. Yeah. Ooh, that's all my money. Do it! And max out the workers. This city... We're gonna start on those paladins soon. We can already see the cathedral. One end of the paladinhood. The other end is through the armory. Okay, let's see. The next priest is supposed to, or druid, is supposed to go down to here. The next one goes to Gruntar. Alright. Good news, you have replacements. Bad news, you're probably gonna need them. Picking a fight with these things could be brutal. This might not go well. Oh, you throw rocks now. Oh my gosh, you're throwing them at the flesh golems instead of the hands. You fools! Wish I knew healing. I have life books and nobody traded me into healing. Oh well. Not backing so good this time. Yeah, take the shot. It could have hit him. All right. Big rocks. Oh no, he stabbed my flying rock. Why did you all attack that? Maybe I should use these strategically on the battlefield, since enemies like to attack them. And they're very hard to kill. Relatively speaking. Doombolt! Can I go deeper? I want to go deeper. Again, this tech priest just stops in place, not knowing where to go. It's a problem. Right. Maybe I'll have a third army soon. Wrong button. I see. He managed to meld it. again. So I'm gonna meld it again. This time I'll guard it with pork. Pork will keep it safe. Well, this army heads out looking for more things to smash. Okay, they're gonna hit that city. The handily defeated. Yes. Yes, it would appear that I've given them a hand. You only wish you were as handy as I am. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Alright, the Mechanicans Guild is in place. Alright, we've got another Drud. I believe this city needs it. I don't know why the boar riders are taking so long. I need to hurry up and get more of those out. Okay, very good. You know, these things actually have a high maintenance cost. Alright, I need you to sit on top of this for the rest of eternity. Enjoy! I'm gonna make casting skill again, because that helps me a lot in battle. Armies, but there's another node I can steal. And you better believe I'm gonna at some point. Alright. There's even some nice layers and nodes around. Oh, druids! This one could actually be a threat to my army, finally. I might have my army diminished. It's weird not summoning critters into the cities as soon as I take them. But when all you've got is hellhounds, it's like, what's the point? Yep, I don't have any time scheduled. I was challenged to a game of Master of Magic. And I don't really have any place to fit it into my schedule. So, whenever I find that I have time, I stream a little bit of it. Do you really think... Well, as barbarians. They actually do have thrown weapons. They actually can attack me. But yeah, rampaging enemies just attack whatever. Actually, that came out of the city that they took from me. Oh! Those who follow life are blessed with more mana. Those who stand stiff suffer a penalty. Choices! I don't have any death books, so I'll just take it. Enchantment Light Moon. Oh, it tells me straight up, last 19 turns. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've only just scratched the surface, but it's really fun so far. Tonight is Songs of Conquest. After this stream, I have another stream, the regularly scheduled one, is Songs of Conquest. Because that's regularly scheduled, but then the day after, on the overmorrow, I get to play more Unicorn Overlord. I'm actually curious about the final... Hello. Wow. I don't care. Alright, let me see. We can definitely take that. The Chickens of Doom aren't a threat to this army. So we're gonna go hit that. That'll get us a little more XP. Alright, you guys are almost done with what you're doing. Let's see. Okay, yeah, get down there immediately. We're about to conquer another city, so you guys are gonna have to send units there as well. So far, you guys haven't been impressing me with your ranged attack, but you're actually the melee unit, so... And with the enemy shooting you instead of my vulnerable units, that's heartening. As long as I have at least a couple of them. Okay, you live there now. In! Ah, I miss having tax skeletons. I have some of you left. Just keep running around, and we'll sort out who's left over when everyone's done moving. What was that about? Oh well. Hello, druids. How much damage can you do? You're gonna summon bears first, so... I am playing it on the Switch. Yeah, I borrowed a capture card from a friend of mine. He had the same make and model that I do. But yeah, I got the Switch version. It took me like a week to get my hands on it. Alright, you've got... Oh, the rat is bigger than a bear! But we know that the bear is a multi-figure unit, so... Yeah, they're gonna have to come out from their walls, because my entire army is ranged. Oh hey, the cannon did destroy a wall! Oh, good on it! No, they changed the warbear to be a single-figure unit! Oh, that changes it rather dramatically. So the rat is just literally a bigger, more powerful unit than the bear. Really. Plus it's got cause fear, poison, bleeding, earth walking. You're gonna have to give this a better name than fat. You can't call this thing a fat rat. If it's able to eat bears, you're gonna have to name it something better than that. That's almost as bad as yeet. Almost. I'm only just getting started. Unicorn Overlord is still introducing unit types and, you know, the basics. So I thought I saw units move through not the gate, but I might be mistaken. If there are multiple little gates all along the wall, the defender can just exit from any one they feel like. That would be an improvement. I would like that, actually. I would actually consider using walls. Alright, sell that off, sell that off. Keep that. Dump that. This one is still in the negative, but not much anymore. They'll be trading goods soon. Let me see. Alright, just some maxed out stacks of ships, eh? What lies in the dark? Okay, this is a little bit dangerous. 5 webs would leave me with only 3 units to try to fight things off. I think I can, but this is actually a risk I probably shouldn't be taking. Especially since web works completely differently now in this version of Master of Magic. Alright, but I have casting skill. And 2 can play at this game. Also, the spiders are a 2-figure unit instead of a 4-figure. No, wait, the bears are 2-figure here, but when the druids summoned them, they were only getting 1 bear. And yeah, spiders are a 2-figure instead of a 4-figure. A lot of little differences. Yes. It's a shame we haven't figured out how to crush them beneath our iron heels yet. Yeah, the web's having variable durations. It's really weird. Surprise webbing for you. As you get closer, the cannon actually starts being effective. That's right. Keep wandering into my landmines. Ho ho ho. Yeah, this went pretty well. All right. Fame. Treasure. Yes! Finally, a continue exploring option, and nope, never mind. Well, whatever. If I had heroes, spell lock could be exciting. If I had buffs and heroes, that is. Warlords has that new thing that's like spell lock built into an artifact. didn't really get to play with it yet. Hey, dark magic, that is true. I are. I are playing the Soul Trapped. Right. Hooray for a bank. Now a temple. Okay, you... I sent one down here yet? Well, I definitely haven't sent one over there. Alright, let's hit this one. What's the worst they could do? Good thing we have reserves. Looks like we didn't lose anything yet, though. Well, I can also throw webs, you realize. Whoa! I don't know why, but I don't like the sound they make. Yeah, the sounds these things make when you kill them is, unpleasant. Okay. Gained a piece of garbage shield. A spell. Looks like my stuff is leveling up. That's good. It needs to gain another level so that the hands have 2 hit points instead of 1. Next target! That one will be easy. Yeah, all 3 of those would be super easy. That one, I could probably take that one, but I don't want to open the mirror and play it right now. I think that would be a bad idea. So once I've cleared those out... Ooh, Night Stalker is still a tricky proposition. Maybe I'll even hit that one, we'll see. Get over there! Why do they just stand still and suddenly get lost like this? They do it all the time. Oh, there's that one as well. Alright, fine. I guess I'll start massing you guys over here to be sent... to eventually be sent to the east. Oh yeah. But they're not giant metal men. They're made of meat. I really don't know why our ultimate unit is made of flesh, but they are. So. Well, that's an automatic win. Hey, there's Guardian Spirit. Cool. I know Guardian Spirit now. I just want to get to something worth seeing. Cut these announcements. Okay, I guess all my announcements are level ups. Okay, we're good then. How goes the construction? Ah, okay. We'll have paladins before long. I'd love to put one in every single city. That holy bonus is worth a ton. And also just being an armor-piercing, first-striking, magic immune, you know, monstrosity of a melee fighter is pretty good too. I actually don't know the answer to that. Spell lock protecting things with summoning, protecting things from summoning is something I'd never heard of until recently. I do not know if that's a new thing or just something I didn't know about. The game's deep and complex enough, it's always possible there are folds that I've just never been aware of. Or it might genuinely be a new addition. I don't know. Oop. Okay, Armory, Fighters Guild, Armorers Guild. We'll want the War College and the Alchemists Guild as well, but they're practically there. Which is great, because I've emptied my treasury multiple times over setting all this up. Alright, this is a new army. This is the army that's gonna go south. Actually, I'm gonna take one of the handymen out. They're gonna grab their own flying island. You know, on the one hand, I feel like Floating Island is still the better spell. The maintenance cost and everything on this are so much. But this actually changes the nature of the game a little bit. Sorcery mages can run slow-moving units and put them on these islands to float around. It's not as fast as other things can move, but still. However, wait a minute. It's slowed down by hills and forests, though. Actually, it's not as much of an advantage as I thought it was. It only lets you move over water. I think the original Floating Island is a more powerful spell. Being able to drop it wherever you want and having, well, a fifth the maintenance cost that this thing does. Unless I found units with a movement speed of 1, then this thing would be, you know... At least I should not get hit by Dispelling Wave on the Overland map. You've seen that devastate me. I've lost games, or at least I feel like I've lost games to that moment. You have your one awesome hero stack, and then just suddenly, boom, they're gone. They all drop. Oh, no. Shit. No, they're ripping apart the island. They're tearing it apart, chunk by chunk. Ripping the dirt out with their teeth. It's horrible. Shit, happened again. And yet another case of sell off everything that I'm not gonna use. That's how we balance our budgets here. Oh wow, this city had all of that crap, and yet it didn't have the basics. The basic economic buildings like a marketplace was missing, while they had a fantastic stable and an armorer's guild. Oh really? My mana crystals count is going up while I'm investing in casting skill because I keep taking nodes and layers. Well, looks like he's got another horde of skeletons to throw into the fairy meat grinder. How unwise of him. He didn't learn his lesson last time. Auto win. Choices. Continue exploring. Demon. Alright. Let's see. This is before things like Reaper Slash, so what's the worst the demon could do? Oh, were demons not? They were not spellcasters back then. I've gotten so used to the idea of demons being spellcasters. They didn't used to be, huh? Okay, I kind of like their death animation. It's just like, that's it, I'm out. Sinks right into the ground. I'm going home. I thought we were going deeper into the cave. How'd we end up back outside? Alright, and our prize is 200 gold. Okay, cool. Move on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. We have 4 left. And I'm pretty confident we can clear all of them with just this. I want to hit Horus further. Oh, hey, you finished that. Very nice. Okay, that's great. It's largely irrelevant to me. Yeah, you guys probably need some assistance. Wow, 2,000 if I wanted to rush this one. You guys might be on your own for a little bit there. Logistics of getting units down from up here is getting kind of tricky. Well, let's begin forming up the next army. Ha ha ha. Alright, this one is heading south. We're gonna reclaim my city down here, and my city over here, and we're gonna keep clearing and pressing in this direction. Oh good, this city is ready to begin construction. Hooray for the orcs! They are now the most populous people on my continent. They exist to, make money. Make money and food. We don't need them on the battlefield. What kind of evil overlord would use legions of orcs? That never works out. They always lose. Now, armies of death bots. Those have a higher batting average, I think. So my plan is to tear Horus down to a single city, force peace with him if I can, and then trade. Trade for every spell I can get out of him. Finally, we'll have some spell trades, which is, you know, the whole point of taking 2 of every book is to be a spellmonger and trade, and you're Eri the Illusionist? Are you sure you're Eri the Illusionist? Well, if you say so. Caster, illusion attack. Noble. Oh my, you look pretty awesome. We also have the option of a troll! With regeneration. A troll hero! I have no idea why you're an ice troll in particular, but cold breath, that's a new one. Reduces movement. Huh. Damage and foodie? Will only accept food as upkeep. Well, that's an interesting idea anyway. I have to pick. You know, it should always be Eri. Like, it should be a no-brainer. She ignores armor. She's a high-end caster. But a troll hero finally exists. Actually, something had put one in his mod as well, but it's a troll hero. He can go into battle and get murderated and then just get back up after the fight over and over again. That's tough. I've always wanted a troll hero. Eri is the I want to actually win this game. But Jotun over here is just be fun. No, you're thinking of Jer the Windwalker. You're thinking of Jer. Well, the problem with armies of doppelgangers is sooner or later somebody figures out how to see through it all. Yes, Deathbot supported by paladins. We're on it. Yeah, no quick cast. But I can't remember if that was something Cerevi added or not. Man. I'm gonna go with him just because I want to. Just because I wanna. And no one can stop me. Yeah, he'll get to join in with the next army that we're forming. There won't be much for him to do, so it probably won't really matter at this point. I need to get one there. I need to get one in the city itself. Oh. Yeah, that's stupid. You still have no way to attack a flying unit. Why are you so dumb? Oh well. You get to lead an army of flesh golems and hands. Something over there. I know Red is technically at war with me, but I'm not in a particular rush. He's never actually caused me trouble. He's tried, but he's never actually successfully caused me trouble the way Horus has. I know I'm gonna need to summon a thing over here in a second. In fact, I might as well prep for it now. Fortunately, we're gonna have to stop here for today in a second. Oh no, there's no way you can win, it says. Well, how sad. There's no way we can win, huh? Well, let's see if I can do the impossible. Let's go with Phantom Warriors. Why did you move forward? My best unit is without a doubt the robo hands. I haven't really made full use of the Oh shit! No, stop that. God, I hate that. Technically, the strongest unit should be the flesh golems. But it's definitely the hands. The flesh golems are just there in case things get dicey. Gets into melee. Alright, you've lost all your cavalry. Now, I'm not going to make the mistake of Phantom Warrior versus Skeleton, but there you go. All you've got left are skeletons. Are you going to keep attacking? I bet you are. I bet you will do the same mistake again. Yeah, the robo hand is ridiculous. It's like if a magician had a really high defense score and couldn't be killed easily. It's ridiculous. Plus, they smash walls, apparently. And they have 2 castings of their landmine spell. Their Baneling. You know what's funny? They can actually kill paladins. The hands? It says specifically that their attack ignores magic immunity. It's in this description of the unit. That said, the Paladin's still a stronger unit than anything I've got right now. But we will have our own Paladin soon. Very soon. We're like, getting there. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Alright, clear this out for me. Really, you think there's a 20% chance that I'll lose units? Alright, I'll do it myself. I don't see how you could lose units here. I really don't. Just imagine after every battle, the hands all just start clapping. If I had the option to trade, the sheer amount of spells I've picked up from all this. He still doesn't have a single spell book overlap with me. I still can't trade spells with him. It's so annoying. Oh, right. How do I put artifacts on my hero now? He has a movement of 4. No horse. Oh, that counts as an accessory. Well, now he's a flying troll with a shield. And the shield grants only +2. Huh, they nerfed the large shield a little bit. Oh, okay. Up. Once I hook the last 3 cities up to the road network, I just fill in a few little spots where there's the roads could be a little straighter, and then I can move them over to another continent. You got this. Oh my gosh, somebody else who's seen Lex. That was a weird show. I didn't see all of it. I think somebody mentioned it before in one of my streams. Was that you? Or somebody else? Anyway. Well. Yeah, this will be our last turn for today, unfortunately. The next thing that I build, I'm gonna need to just start shipping units to all these cities down here to guard them. Because I don't care as much about these cities, I'm not gonna try too hard. I'll just toss a handyman in each one and probably call it a day. They can keep the ferries also. Have you ever asked yourself, wow, there's no chance to talk to him into not being at war with me. He won't even talk to me. He's been at war with me forever. No option to trade or offer tribute or anything. I can't see the graphs. I want to see the graphs. I can't find them. I don't know if they exist. What's this button? Let me save the game before I touch it. I'm afraid of it. Anyway, I'll be streaming again in about an hour, and it'll be Songs of Conquest. Oh, there you are! Well, the guy who was at war and won't talk to me is, might be a little bit of a threat. Horace, how's that war with me going? Yeah. Aren't you glad you picked a war with me? Okay. Well. Alright then. Probably was you. Okay, probably was. It's an obscure show. I didn't expect to ever hear of it again. Ugh. Ugh. It was a weird one. Anyway, well. Funny they don't describe the Scourge of the Seas update here. It sounds interesting. But whatever. Until an hour from now, and every time, this is Hadriex, signing off. I'm gonna go eat something now. If I'm slightly late, it's because I'm eating something. I have to cook, you know.